Then about the organization of the course. Initially, I will be talking about the sounds. Tulu is a special language. You may not you may not know. Even I didn't know for recent years, because we never learn this in our academics. At least not in Tulu, not at least in my time. Now it's been started. I don't know what is there, but still it is started. It's a good step. So in my time, it was not there. Most people didn't study Tulu. So I will touch upon this sounds, because Tulu has extra sounds. Once you get familiar with the sounds, I mean, sounds means the kind of ABCD of Tulu. Then some basic vocabulary about Tulu. Then a light touch of grammar, so that you will be strong with the language. You can form your own sentences once you know the rules, so it will be better for you. Then sentences reading and listening, it will improve your thinking and speaking. Then we'll go into the conversation. So now I mostly speak in English currently. As the course goes on, I will be speaking in Tulu. Bakka bakka and Tulu te patirve. So just to say that now I'm speaking in English doesn't mean that I will be sticking to English all the time later in this course. So I will be moving slowly to Tulu. So this is the overall thing about this course. Then to write whatever we do, whatever we study here, I've revised the Roman script, which is already there, it's done by the scholars. So I'll be using that. Though it is better to write in Tulu script, means as we write English in Latin script, English doesn't have a script anyway. So in the same way, it is better to write in this native script. But since you are seeking to learn Tulu, just conversation Tulu for now, you can write it in any script you are comfortable with. So I will suggest you to write in whichever I will tell later. So here we shall learn common dialect of Tulu. There are different dialects in Tulu. Dialect means just similarly, my accent is different from the US accent. The same way, the Tulu also has some dialects. The Shivalli Brahmins will have their own kind of Tulu. It's a bit, it has a different accent. And region-wise, it changes. Same way, community-wise too. So we'll try to learn the common Tulu which is spoken in the Mangalore city region. So better to use words of the language if you know. It's better to use the word of the Tulu. Tulu words, if you know, when you speak Tulu, it's better rather than mixing English words. So that's how I suggest. That's why I suggest, because it makes your vocabulary stronger, and you'll be able to. It's just a matter of using it one or two times. Then you will be very familiar with some vocabulary and words. So it will improve your knowledge. So doubts can be clarified in the session. Anyway, you can ask questions. You can interrupt me if you have any doubt. So any questions till now? So I am speaking. I've been speaking. So I won't be speaking this long for most of the times. At least there will be interaction sessions. So this was a quick introduction of the course. Sathish,
anybody?
If you
doubt unda, you can ask if you have any doubt. Arthanda, did you
have you understood at least how you
okay?
Yes, Pradyut. Yeah, we did understand. Thank you so much. For us, it was perfect. It's good to know the history. But looking at the demography of the audience here, most are youth or kids. Now, eventually, you might want to customize this for the age group, or you might want to segregate into two different teams.
What's the phony? Then?
Phoneme is nothing but a sound. Like you say, is a sound. It's nothing but a phoneme. Just you can tell a synonym for sound. Speech sound, particularly. So, Dumbo Pine.
Poi.
So let's continue here. Place of articulation. A little bit technical things I will speak, but it will make you stronger. That's what I feel. If you didn't understand, just raise your hand or just interrupt me there. I will be happy to explain, clear doubts.
ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಜಿ 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಂಗ 45 ನಡತ್ತೆ 7:44. You can continue.
Okay, this is a schematic diagram. So you have a vocal cord, vocal fold vibration. So when it vibrates, the voice comes like that. So it's just vibrating. So this is the anatomy, and you have tongue, lip, teeth, alveolar, velum, everything. So this is how you articulate anything from your mouth. So these are the muscles which you use mainly. And here comes the thing. So let's learn Tulu. So
can I add a quick question?
Yeah. Sure.
So this particular picture where you see, this is Guru. I'm originally from Orlando. Kids, there is 5 parts. That's 5 clusters of consonants that's being used. So like ka, kha, ga, gha, nya. So like that cha, cha, jha, jha, nya. So each of those, there are 5 of those, and they come from different combinations of your tongue, palate, lips, and the vocal cord and other things. So someone had asked a question, what is a phoneme or phonemes? So basically phonetics, Indian languages are very rich in a lot of these things. So you need to use all those parts of your mouth. So English, when English alphabets were proposed, the king chose, there were 2 groups, one with 26 alphabets, the other with 26 plus 12. But the king chose 26 because of simplicity. So that's why we are not able to use or pronounce words like na, na, where you have to roll your tongue and touch the upper palate. So there is importance in a lot of these sounds in our languages. Particularly Tulu has got more than the script, more than the 52 or alphabets. They have more than 24 phonemes, the sound elements. So it can only be spoken, not written. So now they're coming up with symbols too. Whenever you see that symbol, you know how to pronounce that word. So there's a lot of importance of sound in our languages. And that's why I just wanted to highlight. Thank you.
Anyone has any? Ritik? No? Okay. So this is the schematic diagram. I will tell it in detail when even Guru Prasad also told things. Thank you, sir. So let's move on. So here comes the vowel. So I suggest you to write down these things because it will be helpful for you. If you know any Indian language, you might have seen these things. Like you might have seen 5 of these vowels, basic vowels like a, e, u, a, o, o. Yes. So if you have seen that Tulu has two more extra vowels, means two, and its longer form. Particularly, I will pronounce this. I suggest you to write down these representations, these revised Roman script, which I told. So it will be helpful in writing, and whenever you read later, you will not get confused with the regular English Latin script or this Roman script. So this is revised Roman script, and equivalent international phonetic script is also given. So you need not write this international phonetic script. You just write down this revised Roman script. So I will pronounce this. Just listen carefully. Then you can also pronounce later on. I will correct that, because especially for the last two. Okay, this is A and A, its longer form. Longer form means just a 2-unit time. So you say A and A. And E, E, U, U, A, O, O. And these two are the tricky ones. Actually, this is not there in Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, or Indian languages which I have heard. This is A, U. Tulu is a vowel-rich language, so if you know this, you will be your speaking motors will be very adaptable to most of the language. That's how Tulu people get adapted to the other languages very quickly. So this is the reason, actually, because we have other two extra vowels, and so it becomes easy to pronounce other vowels too, because you will change the shape of your vocal tract based on it will be fixed based on what mother tongue you have. So Tulu has more, so you have more flexibility in your speaking. So
Pradyot, can I add just a quick note?
Yes, sir. Sure.
I'm getting a lot of chat questions. So thank you all for posting a lot of questions on history and other things. But pay attention to what Pradyot is also saying. Another important aspect of Tulu alphabets is every word, almost most words, end with
those things
vowels.
I will.
Yeah, you're going to cover.
I'm going to cover.
And so please pay attention to the sounds of this. So like that, you'll have a lot of endings with vowels. So this chart, you may want to kind of keep that in mind for future use. Thank you.
So these are the free sounds. You can just fix a particular shape of your mouth and pronounce it like A, E, U, A, O, A, U. Okay, I'll ask Ritvik to pronounce it later. Let me complete this.
Wait, is it?
So there is also a diphthong, which is a combination of two vowels like I, OU, and A. So totally there are 17 vowels. Generally you will find around 12 in Hindi and 14 in Kannada. So Tulu has 17. So that's how the people of other language other than Tulu find it difficult to pronounce these extra vowels. So this is the thing. Sathish, practice malpado anta dumbo then or finish malpira paroda.
Practice manpuli. So interactive and practice is very important.
Dumpo pira paroda panda characteristics.
Characteristics pandadu okay.
So this is another. Vowels are nothing but.
ಮೇರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸನೆಂಟ್ ಬರಲದುಮ್ಮೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸ್ವರನೇ ಒಂದು ಅನ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಅವು ಕಡೆ.
Okay. Vowel is something which you pronounce with open mouth, keeping your mouth open and changing the shape of the vocal tract, and you vibrate your vocal cord like e, u, like that. So I will randomly ask some person to pronounce.
ಒಂದು ಬೆಲೆ ಅನ್ಪಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಐನ್ ಸರ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಪಲೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ ಯು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಒಂದು 5 ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ಪಲೆ. ಓಕೆ
Okay, so you can follow with me. You can pronounce with me. So let's pronounce this. It's better if you take a note of these characters. So let's
to accent clean up. Okay, it is very, very important. This exercise is very, very important. Okay.
And one more thing is my intention is to make you speak like a native speaker, not like a foreign speaker. Foreign means when you speak later on, people from here, when you come to, suppose if you come to Mangalore and talk to a native speaker, they should think that you are a native speaker and means you have resided in Mangalore. So your accent, my intention is to make you to speak in this accent. So these things will get you there.
Okay, one question. Comparatively, so what is the difference between Indian accent and that USA or something?
Okay, probably the way of speaking. Accent is nothing but the style or the how you speak. Maybe I cannot speak like a British person. I have my own accent because you can call it as Indian accent.
Yeah.
And Australians have a different way of speaking English. I don't know, some people Sathish, okay. So if I can make it up.
Onji panda this open mouth speaking. Swara Vyanjanapura. We are speaking open mouth. But all English should continue without opening full mouth or not utilizing all the part of our mouth. Okay. Actually, there is a Panini Indian language is considered as a science actually. Asya Vijnana anta karitidru munche. Science actually. Okay. ಅದು ಪಾನಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಸರ್.
Just to add up to what he told, Indian languages are were and are way ahead than the Western language because the grammars were wrote way before 3rd 5 BC, I think. The Audumbaraya, Panini, they have wrote grammars, extensive grammar. Even now they are scientifically exactly correct.
It's around 500 BC before
500 BC. Extensive grammars. Since the Panini's reform, nobody has changed significantly in Sanskrit.
In that time, I think that the writing system also is not there.
Was not there in European languages. So that's how strong Indian literature is. Mostly Sanskrit. So that's all. In Kannada, the first available one is of 13th century, written by Keshi Raja, Shabdamani Darpana. That's a peculiar one. I will the interesting things I will tell it later when I start conversations. So let's focus. It's you repeat after me. So let's begin. A. A. E. 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 U. A. A. O. O. A. A. U. U. Okay, I guess you have difficulty with pronouncing the last two.
One more.
I get that.
Five time unplugged.
Yeah. So let's repeat it once more.
Not once more. It's 4 time more.
Yeah. It's a nice thing. So okay, rather than me, I will pick someone. If someone volunteer, it will be good. Anyone? Let this be interactive.
I can
Anyone?
volunteer. I'll volunteer.
Who? Yeah, sure. Repeat after him. Okay, this is A.
Please stop.
A. U. U. This is fun to learn because I have not learned like this. I have not learned Tulu like this. Like we used to study in kindergarten.
Pradyut, excuse me, this is Asha here.
Yes.
So when see, I don't know to speak Tulu, but I'm interested in languages. So when you say I'm just thinking of an example. When you say ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾತೆರ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ನಾ ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮಾತೆರ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಬರುತ್ತೋ?
ಮಾತೆರೆಗ್ಲ ಎ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
So can you give me give us an example of a word?
We'll come later for that.
Okay.
I have this word and its example.
Practice.
Yeah. Particularly for you, barpa means I will come is an example for a. Barpa.
Thank you.
Barpa. I will come to that later. So, shall we do it again? Somebody else would like to volunteer? Anyone?
I can volunteer.
I can do it again.
Who is that? Sashwat?
One.
Who was that?
Vivan.
Yeah, sure. Repeat after him, please. That's
Okay. One more correction while repeating. That first row is no. There is a time. Ah. That's it. Ah. Ah. Second row. Okay. That time. Double the time. Okay. Matra gana ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Okay. Ah. Ah. E. ಆ ತರ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು.
So when you write a, you can just write a, and when you write a, write a with the dash above. I hope everyone can see this a, this dash above.
I have a question.
Yes.
So what's the difference between the E pronunciation and the epsilon thing, the A?
E is
The letter E.
Letter E. That is
Like,
A.
how is that pronounced differently?
Yeah, it's a peculiar to Tulu. A is you can find in any other Indian language. A is another word. I will come to that. Just I will tell. You know, I think you are familiar with Tulu. At least you have heard Tulu with some people. Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So you know what barpa means?
Yeah.
So when you know what is barpa, what is the meaning of this barpe?
Like I will come.
Yeah, barpa is I will come. What is barpe?
I don't know.
Oh, he will come.
Past tense?
No.
Oh, that's birthday, right?
Like similarly, Yan barpe, I barpe.
Oh.
Nama barpa.
Nama barpa.
Respectable person,
Barperu.
Like, give it to me.
So there's a difference between that. So it has to be given phonemic status.
Pratyut, can I add just quick
Yes,
note?
Sure.
So Shashwat, you had asked about it. So this last two alphabets, A, they only come in the end of any word, not in the beginning. Okay. So it's also the length of pronunciation is half. So no other language has this half vowels. Okay. Only Tulu has got it. So it's half the length. If you're learning music, the meter, it's exactly half that of A. This is A. So the length of time in which you pronounce is exactly half. And then same thing, A, that is twice as much of. So that's the length of pronunciation. And again, these last two, A and U, they only end in the words, they don't begin. So it comes very frequently in Tulu. Thanks, Pratyut.
Yes.
Thanks.
So these are particular to Tulu. You won't find it in other language mostly. Means other Indian languages. So this is what. Shall we do it again? Yes. A.
Yes.
A. E. E. U.
One short and one longer.
A. This is just A. A. O. O. A. And one more thing I will just tell you, the longer version of these vowels are pretty rare occurrences. So if you just remember this A and U are enough. A and U are pretty rare. Okay, so there are diphthongs. Diphthongs are nothing but combination of two vowels. I, A, and E is combined to form I. You can write it down. It's nothing but the same. I think I. Can anyone pronounce I? It's pretty simple. Yes. You can repeat after me. I. Au. A. So, generally in other Indian languages like Kannada, Tamil, or Hindi, you will find I and Au. And A is special to Tulu.
How come?
So,
What would be a good example of A?
A, yes. So you have something called as, for I, Kai, you know. I, Kai means hand. And for A, you have the meaning of, K is paddy straw.
Nei lapunda, nei vanalias.
Nei is also very good.
Kai and K is the good example.
Because you can differentiate between you have a best example that they are different. Nei means ghee. K means paddy straw.
One more is koi. Kai, K, koi.
Koi. At ui, sorry. Oh.
Crop.
Paddy straw. Paddy straw.
That like the mushroom?
Which paddy is the rice. Rice
Plant.
Rice plant. Rice plant, you see that the straw is there, right? So that is called as K. So its dried one is called as bai. Dried paddy straw is called as bai. And bei means beipun. Beipun means, boil.
Boil.
You boil something. And bei pala. Bei.
Bajji undade.
And how I work on I the example at that.
Bajji.
I.
Bajji.
Bajjai. I. So these are the sounds. I have completed till the vowel. You need to practice now. Anyone has doubt till now? Any related to this Tulu language?
How the example padiyara?
Auta padya.
Word no recall on play. Word month.
Okay. And I will come from the beginning then. We will start from here. Example for A is Appa. Appa is mother in Tulu. And Amma is also there. Ammer means father, but these are actual Tulu words. Appa and Ammer, mother and father. Due to influence of Kannada, now most people speak as Amma to mother and Appa to father. So this is the actual true Tulu form of mother and father. Appa, a. The last letter you can see. Appa. Ammeru. So you can start calling your parents like this.
Pradyut, one question. We call appere and the one for the appere, ammere and the like when you refer them in appere and ammere, but when you directly try to call them, like you just call as appe and amme, right? There are two different ways when you directly talk to them, and also when you are referring them to somebody else, there are two different. Ate?
Height ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದ ಎಂಕಲು ಅಪ್ಪೆನ್ ಲೆಪ್ಪನಾಗ ಅಂತ ಎಂಕ್ಲೆ ಮೋಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂಚಾದ ಎಂಕಲು ಅಪ್ಪೆಗ್ ಒಂದು ಅದೇ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಪಂಡ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಗೊತ್ತು ಕೈತಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಸೊ ಅಮ್ಮೇರ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಎಂಕಲು ಅಮ್ಮೆ ಇತ ಎಂಕಲು ನಿನ್ನ ಅಮ್ಮೇನ್ ಪನ್ಪ ಎನ್ನಮ್ಮೇನ್ ಬಂದು ಎನ್ನ ಅಮ್ಮೇರಿನ್ ಬಂದಿನಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದ ಪಂಡ ಎಂಕಲು ಅಂತ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊರ್ ಪಾಪಗ ಅಮ್ಮೇರ್. So this r is the respecting affix which is fixed. Generally we since mother will be close to kids, so we generally refer just mother, not with the it's automatically it's a respect thing. That word itself is a holy, so we don't attach anything else.
Thank you.
Yes. So ammeru is a extra ru is added just to give respect. So when you say amme, just father. So in India, I think those to the US, it's important to give respect to the person you are speaking. I will come to that later. What should be attached to which words? So Appa is mother, Ammeru is father. A is done. Then for A, it is Ane. Ane means elephant. You can write it down. Then Ira, leaf. Iru means you with respect. Without respect, you can call it as E. Just E without respect, but I prefer you to. I suggest you to tell this to you because when you address to the elders, you must refer like iru enchollar. You cannot go on saying to some elderly person e enchollar. Then uchu, uru, elia for small.
Meaning like English.
Uchu is snake. Uru is village or native. Elia is small. Also, other word is there, kinya. But this is for the example of a. Elia. This eru. There is a dot right below the u, that is eru. So note that eru. better to write like this, because if you just write e with the aru, you can pronounce it as eru or eru. Actually, eru means buffalo. Later you shouldn't get confused with the words. So that's why I told you it's better to write like this with the actual diacritical marks.
Pradit, 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಉಂಡಿರಿ ಈಗ.
Eru, then olpa means where. Ode, where. Raddu means to, and malthundu sorry, malthondu, sorry, the example is not correct.
Maltondulla.
Malthundu did it, or he did it, passive kind of, like avu malthundu. This is the one you need to focus on. This is a rare occurrence, that will come. Comes very rarely. Then barpa means will come, means generally. Yan means I, so I put it in bracket, that's why.
Sir, can you repeat that malthundundu?
Malthundund. So there is a dot which represents the, like retroflex in your tongue.
Malthundundu present tense, malthundu past tense. Okay.
Malthundund, like it's actually a combination of two words.
Present tense maltondulla.
Maltondulla.
Present tense, past tense pura pakka panpe. This word is actually the combination of two words. Malthundu plus andu da ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಪನ್ಪಿನಕ್ಕೆ malthundund. It's past tense. So barpa is will come, means I will come. Bari is a community here, Muslim community. They are native to this place. And for I think the diphthongs next. I is kai, you can write. K is paddy straw, is a plant of rice. So aulu means there. So should I switch to presentation now? PPT.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
So for Yanu Barpe, is it with, so I've heard people say Yana Barpe, but you wrote Yanu Barpe with a U.
It's U with the dot.
Okay.
Yanu. It is where is this? This U, not this U. It has a U with a dot. So it's Yanu. So this where this script comes in handy. These diacritical marks like dot and writing it as epsilon, and for longer utterance, writing a dash line above the vowel. It comes handy like that for such confusions. To avoid such
slide
confusion.
participants kadapoduvara Pradip.
But there
but I think useful.
Okay, this is consonant. I will take on consonant because time is short. Maybe we can take in the next class. But I will link it to the next class, saying that there are some peculiarities in Tulu. As Guru Prasad told, all word ends with the vowel. So when you say car, car means leg. It's not just car. There's U in the end. So you can see U with a dot, karu. So illu means house. So all words in Tulu ends with the vowel. Even when you pronounce the borrowed words, you end it with the vowel, because that's the general nature of Tulu. This is nothing but the nature of a language. I'm telling the Tulu language, and this is also was the nature of Kannada and other Dravidian languages, but they have been influenced by other languages, so they have less. They have words ending with the consonant also now, and there can be more than 3 diphthongs. For now, you can just write those 3 diphthongs, but you can just take a note that there are more than 3 diphthongs in Tulu. And less usage of aspirated consonant. This I will come to in the next class. This can be a link. Aspirated is nothing but the with the force, like ka and kha. So there are less uses of kha in Tulu.
So Pratyut,